Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Friday, October 17th at 2:50 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. Um, now, when we last left our hero yesterday, he was stewing about this registered letter that was supposed to, that he rearranged then to have delivered today since they didn't deliver it yesterday. And I'm the first to tell you I was in quite a state about this. I've always planned for the worst. You always got to plan for the worst, and then 95% of the time you're not surprised. It's almost never as bad as you think it might be. Still, you need to have a plan. And I was just in a state. Well, it did come today. No, it turns out this is absolutely the farthest thing from the worst that you could imagine. It's a letter to me, but but indeed, when you look down here at this little stamp here at the bottom, it says registered delivery, signature required. Now this particular thing is from the the UK. This fellow that we've been, we've talked about each other in our videos, Tony Pincham. Now he'd had a recent holiday in Wales, and he said he had some stuff for me. And it never occurred to me that this would be sent registered mail. So to celebrate, I'm going to use one of these little things here. You got a little key ring. It says Wales on it. And it's, in addition to a key ring, it has a somewhat less prosaic function. Let's see here. We'll test drive this. Works fine. So, many thanks, Tony. And in addition, he sent a refrigerator magnet. And he sent this thing called it's a love spoon. It's a Welsh love spoon. And it's also a refrigerator magnet. Apparently, I had to go look these things up online. Apparently, I guess they started sometime in the 17th century, and when a fellow was proposing to a woman, he'd carve her a spoon, or they'd be very artistic and ornate. They got increasingly so apparently over as they progressed, to the point that they were basically no longer used as spoons. They just became decorative items. And of course, one of the underlying purposes of this was, other than to just declare their love and affection and so forth. There are all sorts of symbols that certain things meant certain things, and but basically it showed the woman's father that this guy at least had some degree of skill, so he might be able to support her. And now this is, here we have, this is a slate coaster. It's got felt on the back. It's a slate coaster. I have a thing about slate. I really like slate ornamentation. And as I said, the first house I lived in or owned had a slate roof on it. In fact, our church has a slate roof on it. And then another slate coaster with the Welsh national anthem on it. I'll have to look up the translation of that. So these are very splendid little items that and mementos from his trip that he sent by registered mail. So many thanks, Tony. Get over your cold there. I hope we got gnats in here now. This one's being particularly persistent on my screen here. He's wandering around about my forehead now. Oh well. Other than that, other than holding myself in readiness for, very much like I imagine Mary Queen of Scots did before the axe fell. It's been a fairly benign day. It's beautiful. That's like 70 degrees today, which is, I have the door open, the window open. I was about ready to turn on the fan. So nothing else profound to report here, guys. So bye-bye, YouTubers.